Mr. Bobby Womack. How about it for Domino and Associates? He's sitting right back there. Come on, American Cable, get him over there. Mr. Domino. I'm going to let you know that if I can, if you would, 1 second if I could. Frankie Babe, stand up. Say What Band. You ever heard his album? Frankie Babe? How many of you have heard of our award-winning Tiny Tots? Ubiquitous Tiny Tots. Come on. Coming up on January 14th and 15th, we're going to be at the Airport Hyatt Hotel doing the Black Gold International Gold Trade Show. 2 days. Thousands are going to be in attendance. TCB. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let a little bit of the cat out of the bag. We're going to debut Thomas on the runway, and I'm going to tell you the brother's going to be bad. Stand up, Thomas, 1 second. We're going to debut him on the runway. I would like my staff to stand up. Some of the makeup and hair artists and some of the positive growth to stand up. Some of the people who are behind the scenes. Mr. Tim Washington, our director of photography, real quick. Some of y'all going like, why do you think we're going on and on like this? Wait a minute, we are the largest black-owned in California, and we're black. Wait a minute. Don't you understand? Wait a minute. Don't you understand that white folks are not acknowledging us in this industry? And then when you have something like an Image Awards or an award show like this, we need to come out and support our artists. And some of us, we be talking about, what that brother doing up there on stage, and how do you think he gonna be singing and carrying on? I'm saying, you try it. And you try it, and you try keeping the try it. You try getting up here dancing. You try getting up here doing anything. You try going out promoting and see how many doors are open to black professionals in this industry. I'm not telling you what I think, I'm telling you what I know. I've been in the business for 12 years, and it's not been easy becoming the largest black-owned in California. But I'm going to tell you something. They told us in November they'd like to have our Tiny Tots on the Oprah Winfrey Show. This is October. I'm going to tell you something. Oprah Winfrey Show is still going to have the Tiny Tots on the show. We don't know when, but they're going to be there. And when you see us, I don't want everybody to come knocking on our doors because we've been on the Oprah Winfrey Show. You come knocking on our doors because you know we're taking care of business. Okay? Some of these ladies that got up here and walked for you, you say, well, she doesn't look like a model. And I just want to say this real quick, not to give you any sermon or anything. Who said what a model is? Back up a second. I want to back you up a second. In 1950s, the ladies walking across the runway were full figures. They were James Mansfield. They were the Marilyn Monroes, the Mae West types. And then somebody in the 60s came along and said, let's make them thin, straight up. They ain't got to have no tits, no butt, no nothing. They can't even walk. Let's make it a Twiggy, okay? Do you remember that? Then a lady came along in the 70s, latter part of the 70s, and she said, we're going to have what we call big, beautiful women. And that's those women who wear sizes 14 and over. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. They're beautiful too. Now I'm going to tell you. Some of you signify when you said you started Tiny Tots. If you've not, well, shut up a minute, I'm serious. Shut up a minute. For those of you who want a higher level of understanding, shut up 1 minute. Here is a child that's 1.5 years old and will come right out here better than anybody sitting in this audience. Am I lying, anybody over there? Am I lying? And I'm going to tell you, that doesn't come from the fact that Fabian Brown is tough. That comes from the fact that we're taking the time to encourage our youth, not to be dope pushers, not to be pimps, not to be prostitutes, but to say that they can. And I want you to understand that when you see activities like today, and when it comes to activities like this on January 14th and 15th, not because I'm promoting the show, we've been doing this thing for 6 years as guest artists on the show. We turned around and they said, here this brother come in with 24 people. When we came in this club tonight, they said, God, who is that guy with all these folks? I'm not going to walk in here like I'm a pimp. I don't own none of these women sitting over here. They all got husbands, boyfriends, and etc. I want you to know that, okay? I am single and without any children. And one day I hope to have some. But I want you to know that I'm damn serious about what it is I'm doing, because I'm tired of them telling me that we can't make it on the front page of any magazine. You understand what I'm saying to you? When a brother like Robert McCullens, who's videoing this show from America. Let me get you down here. Actually, I'm only 29. But how many, wait, let's show you how we know what's going on. If Rolling Stone magazine came out and you were talking about Bruce Springsteen, you know. Or what's happening in the latest soap opera, you know. But how many of you know that this brother that's filming this show today has been in the community putting out a quality publication now known as TV Journal? He goes all the way back to What's Going On magazine. He has been showcasing and spotlighting some of the top entertainment, some of the top talent, some of the top businesses in this community. How many of y'all know that? Give it up for Robert. Ray, right here. Ray. Lastly, the gentleman who is promoting this show today, who's putting this show on, he told me this is his 8th annual. And I asked the question, I said, if it was me, I wonder if I'd have the patience to deal with somebody who wouldn't listen when somebody came up on the microphone. I'd wonder if it was me, if I had the patience to tell that brother to come up here and do it again, and come to rehearsal at 5 o'clock, and he came at 6. You guys need to put your hands together for Seville. You need to put your hands together for Dr. Simcoe. You need to put your hands together for Custom Made. You need to put your hands together for a brother like Domino, who's bringing, wait, I want to tell you something. He's not taking them to the Beverly Wilshire and spending $5,000 over there. He's bringing them right here in this community. And if you don't support that, something's wrong with us. You have to understand that white folks know how to do that, okay? They know how to do that. Now, I'm going to leave you with this. So whatever you want to think about me, Ubiquitous, and anybody else, let me tell you this. If you go out and you support the Say What bands and the Dominoes in this community, let me tell you what's going to happen. Instead of those dollars going there, they're going to come back here. And if they come back here, they're going to come to you. I finished. Thank you.
I don't know why I have this mic.
Because we put you up here to put you on the spot. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Fabian Brown and the Ubiquitous Organization. We're all in this thing together. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, we'd like to give you the nominees, but we've got the winner here next to me already. The nominees for Promoters of the Year are Players After Dark, Will Astor Productions, Troubleshooter Productions, and Domino and Associates. Domino's Jerry and House. Jerry, can you come to the stage side, please? As the gentleman was telling you, these gentlemen have brought some of the top name acts, some of the brothers that have been on top, struggling to get back to the top, and that have brought us fond memories. They have brought to you the sound of Lakeside. They get ready to bring to you Bobby Womack. They brought Full Force and Truth. These are the gentlemen that are doing it. Domino and Jerry, Promoters of the Year 1988-1989 Nightclub Awards Association. We'd like to present this trophy to you.
We have okay.
Domino and Associates right here. Promoters of the Year.
Thank you very much. First, I would like to thank God for the opportunity to speak on this mic tonight, believe me. It's very important to be alive. And I thank God for that. I'd like to also thank my partner, Mr. Jerry Wheaton, for supporting me and being there with me when the chips were down. And most of all, I guess you know who that is. I'd like to thank each and every one of you. Those of you who came to some of the shows that we presented, I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And I hope that in the future that you will be there again, because we're going to be doing what we're doing, and we're going to keep trying to do it good. And I'd like to thank Lynn for being there in my corner, because without her, of course, it would be very difficult to deal with this particular situation. Thank you, thank God, thank Jerry, and God bless each and every one of you.
Domino and Associates, Domino and Jerry, give it up, yes indeed. Giving something back to you. Right now, we'd like to move on to the show band of the year. The groups that come out here and we perform for you to the best of our abilities, but sometimes, like I said, the pay ain't that great. But every time you clap your hands, every time you scream, every time you shout, we get paid. And custom made. We have went around and we broke it down to two. It's usually three in each category. We're going to run it down to you right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1988-89 Southern California Nightclub Awards Show Band of the Year. Please put your hearts and your hands together. Custom Made! Somebody from Custom, I know they're not shy, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the keyboard player, Mr. Charles Chucky Page, Mr. Byron Blues, Custom Made.
On the serious side, we would really like to thank everybody in here for nominating us for this award and for selecting us. This is our third or fourth year in here. It's been a while, but we really enjoyed it all. Thank you.
Y'all know y'all want to hear Byron say something, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Byron, 18 Karat Blues, lead singer for Custom Made.
Thank you.
We'd like to thank the Southern California Nightclub Association most definitely for having us up here to do this. Thank you so very much. And we're definitely going to take advantage of this.
All right. In each and every club, there's somebody that has to oversee the situation. Kind of keep things running for you. Kind of keep the waitresses serving you right. Kind of keep the atmosphere intact. Not only do we want to award the entertainers this evening, but we'd like to award some of the people that are behind the scenes that maybe you never give the total recognition to. But they're the ones, we call them the overseers, the managers. Nominees for Manager of the Year, Southern California Nightclub Awards are Joshua Benjamin, name of the game. Olivia Clayton, Ron's Place. Teddy Bear, The Family Room. And the winner is 1988-89 Manager of the Year from Ron's Place, Olivia Clayton. For your dedication and your service, the Southern California Nightclub Awards proudly presents this to you.
On behalf of Ron's Barber Coast and all my friends, thank you very much.
Give him up for Manager of the Year 1988-89 Southern California Nightclub Awards. You know, sometimes it's kind of hard to do certain things for the simple fact that everybody looks at certain things and say, well, what does this person have to gain? Why is this person getting that trophy, or why is this person getting that trophy? It may not be that you agree with it, but we invite any one of you to join our organization, the Southern California Nightclub Awards, to go out to different clubs, to have your nominations and your votes, and to put in your input. Right now, we'd like to present to you a gentleman that, for the past 10 years that I've had the opportunity of working nightclubs, I remember the first one I did was, no, not 1909, I think that was too much. I played a club on 88th and Vermont. I was 15 years old. It was called The Place. The guy let us in and he made enough money off us that he didn't care how we were anyway, you know what I'm saying? But then I happened to come to a nightclub that for the last 10 years, whenever I had a group, whenever I had a band, whenever I wanted to sing, whenever I needed something to eat, I came to the name of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman has donated this club to us for the last 8 years, free of charge, to give something back to you for giving something back to us as entertainers. And this is a personal award, but at the same time it's coming truly from the heart, because I know you've enjoyed everything that's went on here from the days of London Falls, the days of Funk Plus Function, the days of Dave Holden and his trio, the days of Jet Set, the days of the Infallibles, the days of Expertise, the days of Custom Made, the days of Seville. And we'd like to present as Southern California Nightclub Awards Owner of the Year. Once upon a time there were 4 of these. The name of the game was here. It was on the corner of Crenshaw and Century. It was in the Santa Barbara Plaza. It was on Manchester. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. George Mannis, Owner of the Year, Southern California Nightclub Awards.
Thank you. George could not be here this afternoon. If he was here, I know we'd say thank you. So we thank each and every one for coming out, and hope you continue doing so. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Right now, we want to get back to the entertainment part of our segment. Then we're going to take a short break, let you dance for a little bit. But right now, we want to bring to you one of the most dynamic entertainers around. He represents a group that's not here with him this evening, but he represents them well. The ladies say he looks good. The men say he sings well. Ladies and gentlemen, from one of the top organizations as far as entertainers, they've been around a long time. They've got an album coming out. You may not know them. It's prime time now, but most of you know them as Say What. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie Bain from Say What, if you will. Thank you.
Baby, I found the love reserved in the back of my heart if I'm sharing it. And if there's anyone in the audience feel they have the necessary qualifications to fulfill my most needed needs, I'd like to dedicate this especially to you. And then to you, by way of the band. Always and forever, each moment with you is just like a dream to me that somehow came true. And I know tomorrow will still be the same, 'cause we got a life of love that